Hello everybody and welcome back to the next episode of INFRASPACE. This is episode 2 and you might remember this from last episode. Last episode we started off here building some habitats. We did some research in this area over here and we started making some concrete and some steel. These two, this is honestly really ugly. I'm going to change this so that it's perfectly grid aligned and everything. Now back to the habitats. You might remember that last episode there were a lot more habitats. In fact, this was lined all the way down here and this was as well, and you might be wondering where those have gone. Also here you can see a bunch of trucks driving to pretty much nowhere because there are no habitats here. Well, I removed them and I relocated them to here. Yes, as I said, we are going to be aligning everything to the grid in this episode, and I have laid out the entire grid for right now. Now we might have multiple of these, grids that we have right over here. I'm a bit scared that this is a bit too close to here, but I don't think I want to change that, so that's going to be how it is going to be. And as you can see, I have placed 22 habitats in here already. Some of these are already tier 2 because I just dragged them from up over here. Now let's connect the road. So there we go. We can just come up here and then diagonally to there. That's still going to be temporary. And then I can remove this connection. But before we can start running the game, because it's on pause right now because of a few things, we need to get a few things going there immediately. Number one is power. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this over here, and I don't have enough concrete anymore because I spent all my concrete building up this and moving all the houses. So then what I'm going to do is drag a power pole from here to here because we sadly don't have any substations yet. There we go. Don't want that extra power pole since that's a waste of concrete. There, then there, and oh dear. Yeah, I was sort of fearing that that would happen. Oh, I'm not sure what to do now. Let's take a look. I think we can scrap some things from here. I don't want to unpause the game because then everything's immediately going to downgrade. And now I need to move this, which is costing me concrete. That was not smart. Anyways, now we have 3 more concrete. We can't actually do anything more. We can't place another power pole, which sucks. But we do want water. And oh dear, this is all falling apart right before my eyes. I think these things cost concrete, so that's 5, 5, 5, 5. We didn't need that much anyway, I believe. So that's fine. There we go. Now we got a bit more stuff to play with. So let's do the stuff that we have to do, which is number 1. This and then this. I'm gonna get that as far as away without creating another power pole. There we go, very good. So we have the power set up now, and then we still need to do a few more things. Number 1 is what I just grabbed, and that is water. Okay, let me first a little bit explain how this grid is going to work. So let's explain this like slice by slice. So this slice over here filled with habitats. This middle slice over here, this part, this is going to have stuff we need. So there's going to be a park in here, Um, there's going to be a school either side of that. Same thing here, so a park, school either side. And then there's going to be stuff like water air filters, or once we get at the groundwater extractors. And then we're going to have things in here like the oxygen production and the food production as well in these strips. I haven't done exact math, so it might be that we have a little extra space to play within here, or no more space to play within here, and then we might have to extend that into these areas. We'll have to see. Then next off, in these two strips over here, this is all residential. Same on this side, so residential and residential. Then in here, in this big spot over here, this is where we're going to have a stadium. So our stadium is going to be in the middle over here of everything, and then the exact same on this side again. So habitats, then we're going to have the stuff the habitats need, and then more habitats. As you can see, this is a part that I've already started to fill up. So then what we are going to want to do now is supply these people with some water. And to do that, I'm just going to put one water tank over here, because that's all we can afford for right now. I believe the tubes actually cost steel, if I manage to find them. I believe they're under road, and then pipes. Why can I not? Oh yeah, I forgot. So we don't have the pipes unlocked yet, so that's fine. We'll just get water going from here. That isn't going great, but you know, we'll have to hope that that eventually will be able to sort itself out, and we'll just hope that the water can get from there to here in time. Same with the oxygen, and same with the food over here, and then we should be all ready to go. I believe we are good now, so let's play. There's not enough power in network 2, which is this one. I believe there is actually, though. I think that was just a warning because I created this all in pause mode. As you can see, we are creating concrete now. I just didn't want to unpause the game before I knew that these habitats had everything they needed, because I was scared that they were going to downgrade, and honestly I'm still scared of that. Anyways, I hope that this is going to work. You can check the production overview, and everything the habitats need we're actually creating more than enough of. As you can see, a habitat just upgraded over there, which is perfect. Now, of course, that's not the only thing that we're gonna do in today's episode. And wow, I didn't know it was that a thing. How did I fly that fast all of a sudden? I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, I can now build microchip factories and things like that. And that's what we need to create the green science, which we have over here. So I'm going to see if I can lay everything out so we can start making green science as well. I've done a bit of stuff, and we now have this running. We've got all these going. Blue science going as well perfectly. We need more blue science though, but we're sort of lacking on jobs. Well, no, we're lacking on population, and I don't really get that. As you can see, population is 296, jobs 316, so that's pretty close. We have 400 housing though, so we have another housing for 100 immigrants. The immigration rate is moderate. It was high, like definitely not very long ago. As you can see, it's only 0.02 higher, but we just did not have any more people moving in, which was really weird. Maybe it's because it's a bit far away from here. I do honestly not know. As you can see, we've got these new habitats here that I've placed, and they all have 0 out of 10 people living in them, even though the immigration rate is not low or anything like that. So honestly, I think that's a bit weird. And although it's sort of a waste of concrete, because like I don't have a lot, and I need to be a bit sparing with it, I'll place a spaceport right out here and hope that that might make a difference, because that one is a bit far away. And yep, now I don't have enough electricity in this network, so what I'm going to do is, instead of building another wind turbine, I'm just going to go like this, and then let that connect to that, so that it's one big power network, and that should work a bit better, I think. Then, because I actually have concrete now, in a second I'll be moving a bunch of these habitats and everything to over here, which should make this a bit better, and let's see how that goes. I'd call this a mission success. So what have we got? We've got this entire top row over here filled with habitats, and we've got a few things in here. And now let me explain a little bit, as this is not completely random. So these six these six simple farms over here and these six simple farms over here should provide enough survival food for this entire row, as well as this entire row of habitats, unless habitats require more of something as they upgrade. And if that is the case, then I'm completely screwed. But I'm just going to assume that that is not the case. Anyways, same with this water. Believe it or not, these 4 waters should actually be enough to supply the top and the bottom area. Again, if they don't require more once upgraded. The oxygen, not so much. This oxygen should be, I believe 3 of these on this side and 3 of these on this side should be enough to supply this and this over here. But the idea is to eventually get the oxygen processors, which only produce oxygen, produce twice as fast, and then to replace all these. Also, apparently I do not have enough power. Did I accidentally disconnect something? Because, I mean, like, I think it might just be because of the upgrading of the habitats. Wow. Anyways, about that, we have done some research, and as you can see, we now have solar panels, which is great. And now, what I'd like to do is I like to put solar panels in a random corridor that I'm never going to use, and just have them there, because they can in theory be anywhere, except you do need to connect them. And now the problem is that I don't think I have enough resources to be able to completely set that up, so I'll just connect this like so. There we go, that should be good enough, I think. Just a solar panel, and we'll build a few more solar panels over there. Anyways, as you can see, research over here doing just fine. We've also researched concrete roads, and we are now on the way to research pipes, which is pretty good. I definitely like that. What should we research after pipes? Probably not wind turbine blades, because I don't think we're going to need that. I think something that would be great would be the power substation. This power substation is there, like, almost one of my favorite things in the game, honestly. They're so incredibly useful. It's amazing. Anyways, as you see, we have the concrete production over here, steel production going on over here. Now, I'm not completely happy with this. That's what I'll say for right now. And what I want to do is I want to first off completely redesign this. As you can see, it's not working ideally. Bunch of traffic, bunch of things everywhere. Very bad. I'm going to completely redesign the concrete production area. Although, how much do these things cost? So, that costs 8. I mean, I think 260 concrete should be enough to redesign this whole area. It might. Oh no, because I'm going to delete this all anyways, so that'll give me a bunch of concrete as well. Oh well, let's redesign it then. Very nice. I'm pretty sure you can see what I'm going for here. I like this very many. As you can see, I'm out of concrete. I need to put 2 more factories over here, and then the construction material storages. And now the problem is I do not have 50 concrete to put up a wind turbine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to temporarily remove a few of these. There we go, that's 51. Then I can put a wind turbine probably just right in here. And then I need to remove another one. Oh dearie me. There we go. I think that's pretty efficient placing. That covers a lot. And then let's see. Can I place one over here as well? I cannot. I do not have enough concrete for that. Well, let's give it all a second, yeah? So let's wait until everything starts producing some things. And wait, that's actually not going to work because none of the sulfur mines have electricity. Oh dear. Sadly, I had to remove a road there, and now all these things should have electricity. And what are these? Oh, I accidentally placed down steel mills. Well, that's very useful. Let's remove those, and then let's place down the concrete factories. And look at that, these are actually a lot smaller. So that's a lot more convenient. Wow, okay. There we go, very good. Okay, I'm gonna see how this runs. Also, if you saw, we completed the pipes. So we have now unlocked those, and yes, I have built this with the new and better roads we have, which is probably also one of the reasons why I ran out of concrete. Yep, that's okay. That's very expensive. That's a lot more expensive than I thought it was going to be. Now we are going to definitely adjust some more things to this. I just haven't unlocked the better roads yet. I want to unlock the one-way roads. Yes, there we go, the pipes. I want to unlock the one-way roads, also the two-lane one-way roads, and then we're going to lay this out in a much more efficient way than it currently is. But for right now, we can't really do much more about that. But this is all eventually just going to be one big one-way system. Well, spot the difference. This is now finished, and there's quite a few differences. Anyways, I think this is going to be the only concrete production I'm going to have, and honestly, I have to say, this looks pretty bloomin' epic. Now, there are a few warning signals and things like that, and that is because of the not enough of resources. We are producing enough, the traffic which is holding everything up. Once I've upgraded everything to one way, everything's gonna work much better. I noted I just said we were producing enough. Well, we're producing enough sulfur, not enough sand though. These sand mines over here, so that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those need to get upgraded to large sand mines, and once that has been done, then everything is going to be good. And we'll be producing a perfect amount of resources to fuel this amazing thing. And look at how much concrete we're at. That is crazy. Anyways, I'm going to do that next episode. Screw you. I want to focus on something over here, and that is the blue science. And what I'm going to do is, what do these need? These need like iron and things like that. Do we have enough iron being made? No, we actually don't. Okay. I think that's because in the production overview I turned these off. There we go. Let's turn those on again. Oh, and now we actually have more than enough sulfur being made. Huh. Okay. Anyways, what I wanted to do was, with these things over here, I just wanted to, I think we do need one more big iron mine. So we can just place that down, and then I want to just place on a few more of the, well, I'm really having a really hard time navigating. I'm gonna place down a few more of these. Let's turn on the grid for this. There we go. We'll have them placed over here, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that should be. Let's have 5, and then a 6th one over here, and then let's go like this. And now these need carbon, I believe, or oxygen, one of the two. So let's place down a few of these opposite each of them. And now it's really annoying because it doesn't actually work out if we try to place them opposite each other. So let's just move that like that. Very nice. Now we have not enough power problem. Luckily we have more than enough concrete. Okay, we shouldn't place those on slopes. Let's move that. Yeah, now we don't have enough steel to do that. So that's going to be stuck there. Anyways. Oh dear, I really need to sort out my steel production, don't I? Let's just grab this from over here, quick and messy. There we go. That has been done. This should all be self-supplemental, if I'm saying that correctly. Anyways, autonomous is the word. It should be supplying itself. Very nice. No outside connections. Beautiful, beautiful, perfect. And our research is going great. We've almost got substations, and that is very, very nice. Now, one thing before we end off the episode is that, well, we actually have 500 population and 500 housing. And now that's a good thing because we have a lot of population, and a bad thing because we don't actually have enough population to accommodate for all that housing. So I'm just going to place down a few habitats, and that's 12. I'm not sure that's actually quite a lot. Anyways, I'm not gonna worry about that. Let's have some power over here. There we go. Oh, that's actually great. That works perfectly, just like that. Very nice. These should get all the oxygen they need. However, I am sort of scared about that. We'll see how it goes. Anyways, that was that. Next episode, we've got a bunch of things on the agenda. Number 1 is going to be upgrading all these houses to the next tier, since we should definitely be able to do that. And number 2 is going to be redesigning this iron area so that it looks almost as cool as this area. I think it's going to be very hard to beat. And oh dear, look at that traffic. We really need the one-way roads. Let's have those next on the research list, and after those, let's have 4-lane roads. Because, you know what? Why not?